guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing your weekly horoscope forecast for the week of November the 18th through the 24th, 2019. So this week for Aries, this week for you, there is a lot going on. Primarily, a lot of you are getting in touch with your more closed off side, the more mysterious side to yourself. A lot of you are trying to work through a lot of inner issues, maybe some insecurities that you may have with your body, your mind, the way that the way that you approach life in general. A lot of you are also going to be ending things. This could be you walking away from a job, ending a relationship, a long friendship, a long relationship. There is some endings for some of you. Now, this may not apply to every single Aries out there, but for the most part, there is a lot of that theme going on for the zodiac signs this week in particular. But you will be just fine. It's just a matter of kind of, releasing and not really resisting. A lot of us want to initially resist when we're called to make like a life change that major, etc. And so Spirit is telling you not to do that, to basically release and move on, and it's okay to do that. Taurus, this week for you, Taurus, it's all about your higher self, connecting to your higher self, really understanding and interpreting the messages that you're receiving. Don't pass them off as just your imagination. These are your gut instinct and hunches that you're getting. Some of you may be seeking out some spiritual guidance. Maybe you may be turning to a psychic. Maybe you'll be coming to me for a reading. Perhaps you have your own personal psychic out there that you'll be going to. But there is a part of you, I would say a fair chunk of you Taurians out there that may be seeking some advice. If not, you will be consulting the tarot, the tarot cards, the oracle cards, and trying to get some kind of messages that you need, or a better understanding, like a clarity that you are seeking right now. Some of you are also wanting to really take some time to yourself. A lot of you are not really in a rush to be around a lot of people. You may be finding some solace just staying in your own lane, kind of, just chilling, meditating, relaxing, watching Netflix during your downtime. So it will be an eventful week, but I see you kind of just like really wanting to take things slow this week. Things will not be as productive if you are wanting to push that. You may find that, if you're working harder or pushing yourself harder, that you may just experience some delays or tire out and need to take a day off, because you could potentially get sick if you're, overstressing yourself. So don't. Gemini, this week for Gemini, it's all about you marching forward. A lot of us are marching forward towards our goals. Maybe you have some outstanding work that you've fallen behind because our imaginations for the last couple of weeks have been kind of drifting, or we've been so busy with everything. Also, watch your spending, Gemini. This is I know it's the end of the year. A lot of us are getting ready for parties. We're getting ready for gift giving, or seeing our families, or maybe going over to our boyfriend or girlfriend's home to meet their parents, etc. Whatever the situation is, kind of tone down your spending a little bit, because it can get the best of you right now. And so this week is very busy. There's a lot of things going on. Like I said, you trying to catch up and still having some new tasks and things to accomplish. So pace yourself. What I do feel a little concerned is around your home life. Some of you Geminis, again, this may not apply to every single Gemini. Some of you Geminis may be experiencing some issues when it comes to your home life. This could be around children, a relationship. There is something in your actual family life that is going to need your attention, and it will cause some distractions from you getting your regular work accomplished. So just pay attention to that. Again, don't try to have a long attention span. Some of us tend to have a very short attention span, and this will help you. Cancer, this week for you, Cancer, it's all about change. Change is happening, whether you want it or not. And it's positive change. So you've been struggling for the last couple of weeks and feeling kind of like blah, this is just blah, this is just an ugly mood. The energies are, haven't been too good for some of you Cancerians out there, some of you Moonchilds. There's a lot of movement forward. A lot of you also may be focused very much so on a twin flame relationship or a soulmate relationship right now, and that could have most of your day or most of your week kind of preoccupied thinking of ways to spice up things, spending quality time with that person, especially if you both work a crazy schedule. And also understanding, I feel like a lot of you are coming out of a darker phase where you may have been very emotional during the first part of the Mercury retrograde, and as we are now approaching very close to the ending of the Mercury retrograde, a lot of you may be coming out of that and feeling a little bit better about yourselves and the decisions that you're making. And so that's very important to honor yourself completely. Leo, this week for you, Leo, it's all about juggling your finances. You have two different directions. Some of you could be, happy in your job but just not happy with the pay, or happy with the, your job but not happy with the people that you're around. So there's some juggling that you're having to do, especially if, some of you may be experiencing some unexpected bills. Maybe something broke down, a washer, a dryer. Maybe there's just some other expense that you're needing, like for your child, braces or something like that. There's something that you may need to put your money towards, or it's an unexpected expense. And so it has you this week, and practically maybe for the next 2 weeks, thinking about your money a lot. Where is it going? Is it flowing? Where can you put it towards and still save? There's also some unrest. Something is happening in your family life where, if those of you that are parents and have children, there could be some concerns that are expressed this week for some reason, that's coming through from spirit, where maybe you are questioning if you're co-parenting, the other partner, or if you're not co-parenting, you're just wanting to, find out what's going on with your child and school. There could be some themes centered around their education and, experiences that overall that can affect their emotional and mental well-being. And so again, you being a parent, you're probably very, what's the word? Very concerned and very nurturing, and that falls more to the divine feminine side. So expect some things, kind of not falling too much, in a peaceful manner when it comes to your family, but know that you will come out of that later in the week. But expect some drama nevertheless, centered around family or children, etc. All right, and so then we get to Virgo. This week for you, Virgo, it's all about you working extremely hard. A lot of you have laser focus. You're working very hard on your money. That's where your main concern is. Right now, it's not a time where you're really focusing on spending your money. You really are good at budgeting and kind of handling your money. Again, this may not apply to every single Virgo out there, but for the most part, that's what I'm seeing right now from Spirit. I also am seeing that a lot of you may be kind of standing more in your ground, especially if you're a female Virgo sign out there and you are dealing with a very strong masculine energy. A lot of you may be balancing that out and really confronting them and being an equal to them in the fact that they're not going to run over you. They're not going to overstep you. You have your boundaries. You have your own rules and your own beliefs and ways of thinking, and that no one can change you from having those opinions. You're entitled to that, and you shouldn't have to change. So if you have someone that is like being verbally abusive to you, using gaslighting or other techniques like a classic narcissist would to a female, or if you're a male out there, this could be another male that is doing this to you, and you may be the more of the divine feminine side to you, to yourself, or to the relationship. Again, these are the areas that you're going to need to kind of have a backbone, stand up for yourself, don't be afraid to speak your mind, and that will help you kind of get through that person, through their thick skull, that hey, it's not okay to belittle me, it's not okay to treat me this way, I have rights, I have feelings, etc. This should be 50-50. And so that's going to be very, very strong theme this week for my Virgos out there. So I'm going to go ahead and record the second portion before my camera dies. Be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back recording the second portion of my weekly horoscope forecast for this week, and so we are going to continue with the sign of Libra. So Libra, this week for you, Libra, it's all about you kind of having some battles with people. You are going to be very aggressive verbally. You're going to be standing your mind. You're kind of like just like had it, and so a lot of you maybe be going through some problems in your family life with a partner or with an ex. Some of you may also just be tired of your job and just saying, you know what, hands up in the air, I'm out of here, chunk deuces, and go on about your business. A lot of you are just tired. You're not putting up with the crap anymore. You're going to do a little bit less in your job. For those of you that are dissatisfied with your job, if you are satisfied, there could be another area in your life that this is particularly affecting you in some kind of way. And so it's not going to be uncommon for you to feel this way. And it's just, Spirit wants you to get in touch with your emotions, stand your ground, and know that there are valid concerns. And your intuition is not wrong about, you know, seeking some type of change, or, you know, making people realize that it's not okay for you to be treated this way. So Scorpio, this week for you, Scorpio, a lot of you are avoiding any kind of conflict, avoiding any kind of situation where you have to kind of go outside of your comfort zone and really just kind of be mean or upset, or kind of, you know, sometimes getting into a verbal altercation. A lot of you are just wanting to live drama-free this week. That's what it's all about. And a lot of you are also thinking about higher things, like those things when, you know, some Scorpios get into fights with other people, etc., or not necessarily fights, but like disagreements or arguments should be like a better word that I should be using instead of, you know, fights. A lot of you are just not wanting that petty energy. You don't want to be part of that. You're better than that, and I commend you on that, Scorpio. A lot of you will be seeking some validation from maybe a psychic, a medium, maybe even your own tarot cards, a pendulum, whatever source of divination that you will be going to. Some of you may be wanting to know, you know, what's coming up in the next couple of weeks. There's something that you're wanting insight to, and Spirit is going to reveal it to you this week. This is a very powerful week for a lot of you Scorpios out there, okay? Sagittarius.
Sorry, I can't do that. You're not listening to the music app.
My phone went off. That's how Spirit operates. It says, sorry, Siri, like I wasn't even touching my phone, and it says, sorry, I can't do that. You're not listening to the music app. See, those are the things that you cannot make up. My phone is locked and it's on Do Not Disturb, so that is hilarious. All right, so Sagittarius, we're going on to Sagittarius. For you Sagittarius, it's all about you kind of nurturing yourself, taking things a little slower, really just a lot of you are just, you know, at the point where you want to just do something for someone. You want to get out of your comfort zone. Some of you are just tired of the same old, you know, maybe going to the same gas station, maybe going to the same place for lunch every day. A lot of you are going to be seeking this week spontaneity, and that's very prominent of Sagittarius. A lot of you Sagittarians are also going to be very focused on your coins. You may come into some kind of money. Maybe somebody owes you money. Maybe you're getting a payment. Maybe there's some type of assistance or some kind of money that is coming into you. Could be your paycheck. But whatever it is, a lot of you are sitting some of you are sitting very proud with your money, very comfortable, and you will be able to make some purchases or do some Christmas shopping this week. Something has you pulled towards like traveling this weekend, maybe going into, you know, an outlet mall or somewhere to shop for Christmas gifts, etc., or for a wardrobe for a party or something coming up. But you'll have the time of your life by the weekend. That's for Sagittarius. Capricorn, it's all about the wishes that you have right now, all the things that you're working very hard for and manifesting. Spirit is hearing it. Don't think that Spirit and the universe and the divine power is not aware of your concerns and your hard work. All that effort is going to be paying off very soon, my dear. There's also something about your love life being highlighted this week. So a lot of you could be developing an attraction to someone, maybe a little shy, not able to come out and tell that person if you're single. Some of you may be in a relationship and looking at somebody else, and it has you very confused. And then some of you may be in a very beautiful and loving relationship, and there's just a lot of peace this week, a lot of romance, a lot of spice. So if you are feeling, you know, that romance is in the air, it sure is. It's very magical. It's not just romance, but it's magic, and that's what is in the air for Capricorn. Aquarius, this week for you Aquarius, it's all about you finding balance. There's like some kind of karmic justice that is happening this week, where maybe someone from your past that has hurt you is going to apologize, or you're going to mutually make peace. There could be something illegal eventually, you know, not necessarily like a legal issue, but maybe like a speeding ticket. So watch your speed. If you're on the road and you drive very fast, this is not the week, boo-boo, to do that, okay? So watch your speed, particularly this week, because you do not want to get a ticket, especially during the holidays. Can you imagine that? And also, Spirit is telling you to just kind of wing it. Wherever you do, I think you're very technical, and sometimes you can overanalyze things. Spirit is like, hey honey, you got all of this already. You're all that in a bag of chips. So just wing it. Just, you know, go with the flow. Go take a risk, because you know, everything that you do touches to, it turns to gold. And so that's the whole thing for Aquarius this week. That's the whole theme. So just take chances, but also watch your speed, watch the roads this week. Pisces, finally Pisces, for you, there's some type of deception going on around you. I feel a little concerned, I will say that, for a lot of you Pisces out there. There could be something that where you're trying to wiggle your way out of a situation or a very toxic environment. This could be your work environment. This could be a partner that's being very toxic or displaying some toxic behaviors that you do not necessarily approve of. And emotionally, this is taking a toll on you. And so I see a lot of you kind of grappling with that and wanting to find a way. And the thing is that you're going to be getting out of that and finding solutions, but you may have to reach out to a friend or family member and get some kind of, you know, idea, get their opinion. In other words, that's what I'm trying to say. Kind of get someone else's opinion and then, you know, match that up to your own intuition and use your intuition to guide you. Some of you are going to feel very defeated by the end of this week. You're not going to be in the mood for traveling or being, you know, hanging out with your friends, etc. A lot of you are going to want alone time, and that's okay. So don't feel pressured or pulled to do something that you don't want. If you don't feel good, you need to follow that and listen to your intuition. It's when we don't listen that sometimes things just go awry. So I want to thank you all of my peeps out there, all of my rays of light. I love you so much. All of my new watchers of this channel, I would like to ask you to please subscribe to my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button as well as the notification bell icon, so that way you can be notified of future videos that I do publish. Also check out my cooking series, Cooking with Ray, here on my YouTube channel, and all of my celebrity psychic readings, as well as other things that I am doing on my channel. Go ahead and check out those videos. Hit like, share, comment in the comment section, and I love you so much. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing week. Bye.